are we doing the show now? Are we
we're
recording?
recording. We're up
Oh,
there.
okay.
We're recording.
Great. Oh,
We're
Larry's
live.
here now.
Okay, so looking back, I mean, as I said, I was watching your documentary, and the show starts with you saying, like, I wanted to change wrestling. I'm not going to be able to do it from my couch. I got to get out there and do it myself. So looking at everything that's happened from that point to everything else that went on to happen with WWE to you leaving, what do you think of like this state of wrestling now and the way that it truly has changed to a degree since you've left? But obviously there's a ton of things that haven't changed.
Yeah, the more they change, the more they stay the same. I just for ego purposes, because while I do have one, it's not as big as people like to imagine it is. I don't take credit for anything that happened. I do think there's probably a lot of people that wouldn't currently have jobs if it wasn't for me, but
That's a big deal, though.
I'm more along the lines of like, like if I ever helped you get a job, I was happy to do that. And I always did stuff for the right reasons. And if I'm no longer friends with certain people that I helped get there, like, I'm not like, oh, I wish I never helped you. I'm just like, whatever. Like, I know what the truth is. They know what the truth is.
Yeah.
I don't, like for like the Kevin Steens and like the Sami Zayns, like, I don't take credit for any of their success. I don't take credit for Daniel Bryan getting the main event of WrestleMania. But the truth is, a lot of that probably wouldn't have happened if it wasn't for me, or at least for the vacuum that I created when I left.
Yeah, of course. I mean, yeah, you laid the groundwork for so many people, my husband included. You brought him in to a degree, right, with the Shield stuff.
But I mean, yeah. But again, like, I never did any of that stuff to try to hold it over people to be like, well, I did you this favor, like, it was just like, I mean, the whole Shield thing was, I needed guys to work. That was it, so that's super selfish, honestly, like, I don't know if you remember Eric Pankowski.
Mm-mm.
Eric Pankowski was somebody that was hired to be a head writer, and that is a job that has an expiration date.
Oh my God, does it ever? What a hot
yeah,
seat
he
to be
wasn't.
in.
He wasn't.
I don't wish that job on anybody.
He wasn't there for a while, and he wasn't there for a long time, at least. And one of his ideas, I remember he called me up. One of his ideas was, we want to have some guys with you, some bad guys to protect you. You be chicken heel. And I was like, great. And he said Daniel Bryan and Big Show, and I was just like, why don't we use guys that nobody's seen before, instead of all these guys that have already had this on-screen history that, for better or for worse, have been beat by everybody, probably me included, up at that point. So, like, why don't we get some new blood in there? And I started saying, I went right to Vince and Triple H, and I was like, we got to use some young guys, and there's guys that are ready, and nobody else was watching FCW and saying, hey, we need these guys up. These guys are ready. They're not getting any better down there. They're at the point where they need to be on the road, at least. Like, let's get them up. And they obviously, for whatever reason, didn't want Chris Hero as a part of it, and they were high on Roman Reigns. So they came back with that, and I was like, yeah, great, let's do it, because we needed new blood.
Yeah, of course. Yeah. I mean, that's always kind of the case, trying to bring in new people and get some new faces in there. I mean, that's always going to be the story, and see who kind of sticks and whatever. But anyways, we don't have to focus on that or the Shield or any of that. Hi guys! To stay in on the know on all things oral sessions, please like, subscribe, share, pass off the word to your mother, your father, a friend, a grandfather, a grandmother, somebody at the grocery store, whoever you want. Keep spreading the good word. Please help to support your girl, and subscribe. Just hit the button. Just hit the button and subscribe to Oral Sessions.